Hi, Joshua Schlinsky here. In our last video, we talked about how to profit from market worldwide volatility. Today, we'll talk about another major concern many people have: taxes. Check out this chart. This shows the history of the top tax rates in our country going back from 1913. Most people don't know this, but according to the IRS, in the 1960s, the top tax rate was 91%. That sounds crazy. And you know, before that, it was 94%. Most people are really surprised once they realize the history of taxation in our country. Now, this 94% certainly was only for the highest top earners. But even though you might feel like that wouldn't affect you, I'm going to show you in this video how it just might. It's clear that tax rates have been much higher in the past and could go up again. When the government decides that they need to start paying for the trillions in debt that they're accruing, potentially affecting all tax brackets. In fact, take a look at the average top tax bracket in America since 1951 to 2015. It's roughly 61%. So history has shown tax rates have been much higher than they are today, especially in times of war or when our country is having such high debt. If you look at the math, there's a very strong argument Congress might have to raise taxes due to the national debt, Social Security, and rising Medicare costs. In fact, here's a quote from the Congressional Budget Office. If Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid go unchanged, the lowest tax bracket would increase from 10% to 25%. That's 2.5 times. And the highest tax bracket would go from 37% to 86%. This is directly from the CBO. It shows the potential for taxes not only going up for the top tax bracket, but it could also affect all tax brackets. Therefore, Congress may have no other choice but to raise taxes to cover the increasing social programs. This also means your personal taxes could go up even in a lower tax bracket. So you might want to prepare in case taxes do go up. Now, here's another interesting thing most people don't know. President Franklin D. Roosevelt actually signed an executive order taxing all income over $25,000 at 100%. Think about that for a moment. If you were in that tax bracket, you'd have given every penny earned back to the government. Now, thankfully, Congress didn't pass this order. The point is, even though it feels like we pay a lot in taxes today, we are in a point of historically low taxation. But fortunately, we can take advantage of lower tax rates today. For example, using strategies that allow you to pay taxes once and never worrying about what tax rates will be in the future. If you have all of your money in a place where you defer taxes till a later date and taxes do go up, then you could actually pay more in taxes on that money. Think about it. If you're in a 25% tax bracket today and defer taxes on your money, okay, and if your tax bracket goes up in retirement, let's say 50%, you'd pay double the amount of taxes on a larger portion of your money. I call it the seed versus the harvest. Would you rather pay a smaller amount of money on the seed or potentially a larger amount of money on the entire harvest? Now, no one knows what tax rates are going to be, and by then you might not have all the deductions that you have today, as in mortgage interest deduction and other types, children deduction and other types of deductions. That's why CPA and best-selling author Ed Slott has said that the number one risk for people in retirement is not market volatility, it's taxes. And most people, in my experience, diversify their money across different asset classes, yet very few diversify against taxes going up. That's why it may make sense to schedule an analysis, and I can provide the education and show you the options for you diversifying your tax risk. Therefore, you can have some cash flow in retirement in a 0% tax bracket. Is that something you would like? If so, Go ahead right now and schedule an appointment for your analysis on this page right below this video. I look forward to showing you what your options are, and if it makes sense to diversify your tax risk, I can help guide you through just how to do that. So go ahead and schedule your analysis right now.